Episode of BigDenoPlays Kingdom Death with our introduction to the Frogdog and Black Knight expansions. I'm very enthusiastic about them, particularly the Black Knight. I think that's a wonderful showdown with lots of interesting gear and lots of interesting changes to the game. Always good when you get to replace a nemesis monster like the Hand with a different one. Creates more interest. And the Frogdog, a lot of fun too. With the addition of the Frogdog and also the Crimson Crocodile and the White Lion, potentially as well with the Titan Bee and the Gorm to have prologue battles once Campaigns of Death comes out. It's just a wonderful time to have Kingdom Death on the table, I guess, because you've got all of these changes to the dynamics of the game. And I won't say Kingdom Death was losing its luster for me, because I think it's easily my number one game. But repeatedly fighting a White Lion gets a little tiresome. You feel like you've solved that sort of situation, and adding the Crimson Croc completely changes that dynamic, as well as some of the changes with Indomitable Resources, etc. The Jigger Line. So, look, it's a wonderful time to be involved in Kingdom Death. The next few years we'll see the release of more expansions, fingers crossed, without any any issues. But it's been great. So we were going to rack up for another campaign after this one, which I'll talk about after the battle, win or lose. But let's go and have a look at the showdown board. The Gold Smoke Knight. Look at him. What a legend. Great paint job by me. I did a video on him, by the way, if you want to see how to... Oh, good focus, Deno. If you want to see how to paint the Gold Smoke Knight, I did a video on him. You can go watch it on the internet. Here's our survivors. We have leapfrogged Lantern Year 29. I did a little quick showdown off camera with Screaming Antelope and 4 Nuffy survivors, and unsurprisingly, we were comfortably able to defeat the Screaming Antelope. We're going to take 4 survivors plus a scout into this battle. Junie is joining the battle, which is awesome. She's coming out of retirement with 0 hunt XP. And that's fun. She's got fist and tooth, and we're actually putting her into the dragon armor so that she can get +5 to her base strength, which is going to take her to strength 17, meaning she needs to roll a 10 on her 2 dice to attack. We've changed a few bits and pieces around. She'll be a weapon. Alison, also a weapon. She's got an additional strength token now, which makes her even more powerful. And she gains, lots of survival. Domitilia, she's going to use her sacred code to knock everyone down and then stand everyone up and gain deflect tokens. It's wonderful. Truman, who is rocking the Frogdog set with the Bullfrog Halberd. It's a bit of fun. I did forget the Bullfrog's Halberd. It's got a rule, which is if you draw the trap, you get to knock the monster down after you finish your trap, which is fun. The Bullfrog set's a good way to get plenty of insanity. And finally, Sydney. So we've just chucked her in the scout role, and we've actually given her no armor whatsoever. So she's just going to rock this jaw saw and try and sneak a couple of wounds in. So it's going to be great. Let's shuffle the AI deck. It's every card. The monster he's pretty cool. He's a pretty cool guy. Who do we want our target to be? Well, with this guy, it is always the person who has the final lantern, which means it is going to be Domitilia. She's the person we're least concerned about. Fuming Sonoret. Piece of armor. I'm pretty sure we did our shrine roll already, but just in case we didn't, we don't get extra armor. The Bell of Challenge, we do get extra armor. Let's depart and let's finish this campaign in style. And then we will also apply arrival bonuses, boom. Now, unfortunately, Alison lost half of her survival from somnophobia, is that right? Yeah, I think that calculated that already for us, which is good. Love Scribe. Donatilla, Evil Truman, Sydney. Everyone's got max except for Alison, but that's okay. Alison will get somewhere. She gets knocked down and stood up, hopefully. Yeah. So she does not have honourable. No. We failed the thingy roll, so she just gets an insanity. She does have honourable, so she gets 1 armour, she gets a strength token, and she gets a movement token. What's she got? Why she got 2 bonus strength? Oh yeah, from using her sword, very good. Donatilia, she gets an insanity. She does not have honourable. Evil Truman, he's got honourable, and he's also got 2 heavy weapons in his gear grid. And Quixotic is calculated. The Monster Tooth necklace is calculated, but it is not. Monster Tooth, 1, 2. One from Quixotic. What else has he got extra strength from? Why have I put down strength 3 there? Deno, what have you done? Make sure you're looking at your fucking cards. I think maybe I already calculated that extra strength token. Quixotic. Yep, fine. And Sydney, Schadenfreude. She's got no armor whatsoever. She's going to get the shit kicked out of her. It's all good. We fight in the final showdown. The Cold Smoke Knight. And he flips Cinder Sundering. That is awful. All right, what happens? What does he do again? At the end of the monster's turn, perform Blacken all survivors in the smash zone. All right, so there is a surge. He's bringing everyone closer so he can use thingy. That's fun. So I guess everyone's dashing. 1, 1. 1, 1, 1. Now, is that actually, so for 1 hit for 6 damage, all survivors in the Ash Zone with Metal Gear. Yeah, but then you get knockback 7. So we don't want that. Yeah. And then at the end of the zone, we hit, oh, we suffer knockback 6 to get away from the monster. Oh, this is bad all round. When can we use our sacred code? Can we use that in the monster's turn? During your act. That's good balancing. It's good balancing, actually. Bad. Should we attempt to critically wound the monster and knock it down? That might be our best and only chance here. So we might send the scout in. Sydney, so she's going to dash and surge. She's going to go to there. And she'll swing with the jaw saw. So she's going to critical on 9s. So she hits twice. So this is in the middle of this thing. So if we critically wound, which we can only critically wound on this one, we knock the monster down. And that's our only option. We're wounding on a 11. Yeah, we're wounding on 10. So we need a 9 or a 10 on this to critically wound and knock the monster down. Come on, Deno. Cheers. Cheers. You're very welcome. I appreciate all of you. Your lucky blow shakes the monster's composure. It jumps out of the fray, full move the monster toward the farthest board edge, turn to face the attacker, except we won't do that because we critically wounded, which means we knock the monster down. which means we do 1, 2, and because it's savage and he's knocked down, so we ignore that reaction. This card now gets cancelled. We'll see if we can wound this one. We need a 10 again. That's a 7, it's not a wound. The Mournful Mask, we are done. So now the monster is going to perform Blacken. He's knocked down though. Does he do that? I'm going to go read the rules, stand by. Any moves or traits currently in play continue. So we are probably going to dash out of the smash zone. The ash zone. Knock back 6 away from the monster. Yep, so she'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. She'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then, so you got honourable, he has 1, 2. Alright, so the only person who suffers hits in the smash zone is our scout, who did a good job with the jaw saw. Did 2 wounds. Great work, Scout. 3 hits for 5 damage each, which is going to be 3 severe injury rolls to the waist, the body, and the boots. Now she's got tough, so she gets +2 to these. So the body, it's a 3, which is gained 2 bleeding tokens because she's not dead, because she's got tough and tough. A 6, which goes to an 8 on the waist. Slashed back. You cannot surge until the showdown ends. I wish I could say this was good planning and not just pure luck. 10 on the legs. You are knocked down, but it literally is. And then we suffer knockback 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we go, monster. It's time for your ending, I say. Super dense. Alrighty. There is no tokens, so there's no difference in using our what do we got? Dash, 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 surge. Done. Monster's still knocked down at the moment, so we're okay with that. I think we'll do our Onslaught Bullfrog Halberd. No. What strength is that weapon? 12. So to get to, we need 15, which means we need a 7 or an 8. An 8 to wound. Seems unfortunate. Perfect hit would be good. Oh yeah, fated blow. Fated blow! Or the sword. The sword is wounding on 6s. Oh, +1 accuracy, +1 strength with swords. I'm sure that's calculated in there. Our best person to attempt a wound is probably going to be the Bullfrog Halberd. We'll try for it. So we'll use our charge, Bullfrog charge, 3 speed, 3 hits, 1, 2, 3. It is not a surge. We make the wound attempt as normal. That's super dense. We'll do this fuming counter second if we wound. So we won't use Fated Blow on this one. So this one we just need an 8, I think. That's what we worked out. So that's a 6. It's a shame we didn't use Fated Blow. We would have got it done. So that does nothing. There's nothing else we can use. So we'll use Fated Blow, and then we need a 6. It's an 8. Fated Blow. No critical. So if we go to here, we get 1, 2 wounds because of Fated Blow. We double that wound roll because we hit on everything. Onslaught, if your hit rolls, we need to yeah, and we are insane, but did we double the wound roll? Sorry, did we double, give 10 or higher for surpass? So the Bullfrog Halberd is 14. 8 doubled is 16, so that's 30. We did not double his thing, but he's now -2 toughness. And he's knocked down, so we cancel these reactions. Oh, we cancel that reaction. That's a shame. 7 is not enough, but that reaction's cancelled. So that's the end of that. So the monster now stands up. What's on top of the hit location deck? A maul counter. So we don't want to surge. So let's use our sword chick. She'll swing with the Wrath. Perfect hit. There's a reflex. That's a shame. Who are we doing here? So it's not a surge. We hit twice. We can't choose with specialization, so that's a 1, so we missed that one. This one's a reflex. That's a 6, which is not a critical, or is it? She has a luck. It's a critical. Yes. The attack against the priority target token. Okay. So would discard any tokens it has, but it has no tokens. We don't have thingy, so it's just 1 wound. What is on top of that? The trap. Okay, so what we might do is actually surge with Evil Truman. And he's going to swing with his Bullfrog Halberd. He hits 3 times. Is that right? Yep. So we flip this. It's the trap. And so now we'll roll a 6+, 7+, and see if we can cancel the trap. We do cancel the trap, so everything just gets shuffled. Get that in there. And we draw 3 again. How good's that? And these are doubled too. Uh-oh, first strike. If you surged, we're in trouble. Now, if you draw the trap, what happens at the end of the attack? Attack roll hits. The monster is knocked down after the trap is resolved. Trap's resolved, you're knocked down. He does still do this though. Perform Blacken. Boo. All survivors in the smash zone suffer 3 hits for 5 damage each. So Evil Truman, body, waist, hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then, unfortunately, Allison. Now these are hits, so we could actually. Can we block this? Dodge this? We could dodge this, couldn't we? Yeah. Waist, boots. So we'll dodge one to the waist. It's not her turn, and she's not doomed anymore. And then she gets knocked back, and so does he. Knocked back, 6. So we're going to use her ability, which is knock everyone down and stand everyone up. And pour some deflect tokens out for my bros. 2 deflect tokens for Junie. 2 deflect tokens for our person with deflect tokens. Come on down. And 2 deflect tokens for Evil Truman. What a legend. Alright, what do we got on top of the deck? It's a Fuming Gauntlet. Alright, Junie's going to charge using the Dragon Armor. She's actually better off being there. 1, 2, 3, 4. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So she will swing with Fist and Tooth. She hits on a 2+, I think, or pretty close to it. That's a 6 and a perfect hit. Failure reaction and Fuming Solarette. The monster is knocked down, so we ignore its reactions. We can critical. Can't move because it's knocked down. So we're critting on 5s. Critting on 5s. So that's a critical. Fated blow. 2 wounds. And this Fuming Gauntlet, it's a wound on a 10. And that is going to do us, I think. Oh yeah, and she will put up a block, Donatilla. And that's it. So everyone stood up. That's all. Great. Monster's turn. We get all of our abilities back. We have Ashen Blow, Perform Blacken. So the only person who suffers this is Junie. Is there a thing on top? There is a Mournful Mask. Oh, let me see if we get survival as well. We don't. Mournful Mask. I think we're probably okay right now with just copying this knockback. So she's in the smash zone. So she's going to suffer 3 hits for 5 damage. Body Boots, hand, body, boots. And she suffers knockback 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. She's here. Just place her to there. And then he does Blacken again at the end of his turn, and that's it. What a guy. So we got, oh, she's actually got 2 deflect tokens. So we'll just say the body, and we'll dodge it then, I guess. But she still suffers the knockback, so she hits nothing else. How good is that? All right. I think we'll go in with our Sword Survivor Allison. She is movement 6, which is very nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She still has that because she hasn't been targeted yet. Swinging with Wrath. Hits twice. Sword Specialization lets her roll to wound and then attempt to wound or decide which one she wants to do. That's a 9, so we'll take the Fuming Sabaton because it's not a failure. And then using the Wrath again. That's a 6, which is a wound. She will then surge, and she will put the Mournful Mask back on top, using Forgot's Light. Maybe she'll dash away. No, she won't dash away. She'll save her dash. She doesn't need to at the moment. Charge. Bullfrog charge, I should say. Speed 5. Speed 6. Excellent. So he's hitting on 2+ with these 3 swings. 3-5-3. We really need to get a perfect hit there. Yeah, it's a shame. 1. It's the trap again. 2, 3. Can we cancel the trap? We can. Sit down again. We've resolved the trap. The monster's now knocked down. That's delightful. It's a first strike, but it's not a thing. It's not a surge. So doubling our wound rolls. Can't remember what we needed. 2's not enough. This one's -2 toughness. How good is cancelling the trap and then... so that's doubled, which is 12. So that's a wound. And that one's not a wound. He's knocked down, so we ignore the reflex. Didn't do the wound. Well, there is a parry on top of the hit location deck, so I think we will use our Junie now. Monster's knocked down. Move into position to leap. Swinging with our fist and tooth. Hits twice. Boom. Boom. It's a first strike. We're wounding on 10 is good. 1 wound. And then we can critical this one, which we do. You may spend 8 survival to gain a permanent strength and inflict an additional wound. 1, 2, 3, 4. That sounds great. Gain a permanent strength and inflict 2 wounds. 1, 2. So I don't think we want to surge at this point. So Junie's done and she used a dash. Alison's done. She did not need a dash. She's got a block up. Monster's knocked down, so it's going to double perform Blacken. We probably want to get away. Get away! Yeah, I think we will end our turn there. The monster's got 5 wounds left, so we're a good chance here. We're a good chance. Mind you, it can turn very quickly against this pest. All right, so we've because the reason we're stopping is there's a maul counter on top of the thing. So we're going to dash with Evil Truman. He's going to get himself out of the smash zone. She's already dashed, so she can't. We're not going to worry about her. Actually, she'll just move forward. She's got 2 deflect tokens as well. So that's it. So that's the monster's turn. We reset. Here, we flip this card. It is Force Amplified. And what does Frustration do? If the monster's AI card has done no damage. Yep. So the priority target token takes precedence over the threat with the final lantern. So he's going to target her. Uh-oh. This attack gains +1 speed for every 5 cards in the wound stack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be 2 extra speed. I've definitely forgotten my horripilation die, by the way. We've had 2 turns, so probably should have given it to him. Oh, we could have surpassed. That's fine. We'll go there. Make an extra attack roll, probably. Yes, so it's +2 speed. So 1, 2, 3, 4 speed. Accuracy hitting on a 2+. However, it also is going to be hitting on a 5+, so 7s, and we've got 2 deflect tokens. This is a problem. So 1 deflect token is gone, so force amplified is done, but that does trigger frustration, so we'll do combust. So now the closest threat is that again. So it's 4 speed, no, 2 speed, hitting on a 2+. So 2 hits, it deflects once, and then do we dodge the other one with Alison's strength 7? Where does it hit? Hits her in the head. We're fine with that. The monster's attack propels a wave of caustic burning soot. All survivors who are in both the monster's facing and field of view suffer 2 damage to all hit locations and archive all flammable gear. Alright, so we will dodge that. And then we're going to suffer 2 to all hit locations. I don't think we've got any flammable gear. Oh yeah, the monster grease is gone. Yeah. Just monster grease. Junie is going to dash for what it's worth. She's going to move out of thingy range. She'll go to there. So then we're going to blacken, which is going to fuck her up. No, it won't. She'll dash as well. Cool. So everyone suffers 2 to all hit locations. Is that right? 2 damage to all hit locations. All right. We've got plenty of 1, 2. We did her. 1, 2. 1, 2. Got 2 deflect, but it's not. Okay, so we got we got 5 severe injury rolls on Sydney. Sydney suffers a severe injury of 7, 6, 8, 6. So she suffers bleeding tokens and dies. That's a shame. She did a great job. She knocked off the monster in the very first turn on a 10 using a savage jaw saw. Outstanding work from her. That's it. There is no smash or thingy zone. So we go to survivors. We've got a maul counter on top. We will go with her using the leather. She's going to swing 3 times. What's she wound on? 3+, isn't it? 4+? 5+. 6+. Now what we might do is surge to put this parry back on top. She hits 3 times, including a perfect hit. 1, 2. Oh, it's the trap. Come on, Deno. You were going to use that for strength, you peanut. Can't cancel that trap. Attack all adjacent survivors. There's no doomed on there. Interesting. All adjacent survivors, speed 5. Oh, that was such a good plan, Deno. That was such a good plan. It was going to be awesome. 5 speed, hitting on 2+. There's no frustration on it. All right, Alison. She's a innate evasion 3, so that's unfortunately 3 hits. She can dodge these. She doesn't have any blocks or deflects. Head, body, and then a severe injury roll on the legs, and she is knocked down. 5 to the legs. Hamstrung. Hamstrung. Domitilla. She should be fine. She's got innate evasion too. 4 hits. Boot, body, hand, hand. She can dodge because she's not her attack, so she's going to do that. Dodge the hand, body, boot. Good old Evil Truman. He's an 8 evasion too as well. She had a block there, so it's fine. We'll put her arm back on the body. 3 hits. He's got no blocks up. Has he been hit with deflect? I feel like he has been deflected already, so. Body, body, boot, hand. Hand, body, boot, dodge. And Junie. We need her to survive. Innate evasion 3 means it misses 3 times, hits twice, gets her in the hands and the boots. And that's that. Stupid trap. What's on top of the deck? A reflex. Can we shut the monster down now? Junie will dash and leap into the blind spot. No. She'll go there. 1, 2, 3. Leap into the blind spot. She'll swing her swing. She hits twice. There is a super dense. There is a reflex. Suffer bash. 2 damage to the arms. Yeah, so we'll do the super dense one first. The fuming mailed fist. That's a critical. Draw another hit location and attempt to wound it as normal. Really wish we had Monster Claw style. There is a reflex. So that one's probably better off, so we'll do that one. And then this one. Not a critical reflex. If your attack has less than 6 courage, it does suffer the flea brain trauma. On a 1 or a 2, we gain a courage. We gain a courage. So it turns to face us. She can't attack in the blind spot. I think Truman is going to go. He's going to be our priority target, so he's going to spend a survival to deflect 2. And then he's going to move back 6 using a dash, and then he's going to charge forward with his onslaught weapon. Hits 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Fuming counter is fine, so do we do a wound? That's a 7, which is a wound. 1, just 1. Do we do this one? That's a critical. Gain a -1 strength token, but so that's doubled to 20 plus 13, so 33. It's not 10 or more, but the monster has -2 toughness until the end of this attack. Come on, Deno. Parry! No. All monsters within 5 spaces of the monster suffer 1 damage and knock back 3 away from it. Alright, Evil Truman. 1 damage to the boots. Domitilla. 1 damage to the body. Allison. 1 damage to the boots. Junie. 1 damage to the boots. Knock back 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. What's on top of the hit location? There's two wounds left. An impervious hit location. Oh, we can knock him down though. Alright. That'll be our turn, so everyone's got all their stuff back, but there's not a lot of survival left. So what AI card do we have? We have Force Amplified. So it's the threat with the final lantern in range, so it actually goes over to Domitilla. We're okay with her dying, really. Yep, we're okay with her dying. She's done a great job. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it might be a speed 6 attack. Let's count the wounds. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's 5 speed. So miss, 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 hit, hit. She's at 8 damage a swing. She has a block up, and then she'll dodge. Are we better off letting that 8 go through? Where does it go? It goes on the waist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, we'll let that go through. And a 4 on the severe injury roll on the waist is destroyed genitals, I think, so. He does blacken. She'll dash to get away, which she can't actually do. That's it. So she's going to suffer 1, 2, 3 hits, waist, waist, body. So 2 more severe injury rolls. Waist, dead, we'll just let it die. We find ourselves with 2 wounds to go. Our sword chick, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll go in and swing. We'll put the on Bullfrog Dog Halberd. So with the sword, hits twice. There's an impervious hit location and the Mournful Mask. We get to roll first and see what we do. We'll do the impervious one, which does nothing. And then, oh, that one fails. No, that one does wound because of minus toughness. She's got a reroll token, actually. Let me count it up. Count it up, Deno. Stop getting excited. 21 goes to 24. So yeah, we missed by 1. So we use a reroll token. So that's a wound. We need to do 1 more wound. And we have defeated the Gold Smoke Knight. There is a fuming counter on top. That one's okay. Let's see if we can finish it with our dude with the halberds. He'll dash. Hang on, how many survivals he got left? Yeah, plenty. So he's going to slide in like so. He's going to charge. So he's hitting with all of his dice on 2s. And gets a perfect hit. What a great guy. All right, so we're going to use our thingy dice to add to our wound roll. So it's going to be double strength. So his strength 14, double our wound roll to get the job done, to finish the Gold Smoke Knight. Oh, 7 and 14, 28. The Gold Smoke Knight has been defeated. Oh, the trapper's on top again. Cool, very cool campaign, friends. Hope you enjoyed watching the campaign. I certainly enjoyed playing it. Found some new great combos and gear equipment. My overall verdict on the Frogdog is very positive. I'm excited to see the monster knowledges from the Frogdog and see how those influence the game. And so we are going to do two things that I haven't done before. We're going to play with Ark Survivors and the Frogdog and the Black Knight, and we're also going to play a People of the Sun campaign. So I've not played People of the Sun ever. I've played every other campaign except for People of the Sun. Well, not including People of the Bloom, I suppose, but I have done People of the Bone one, People of the Skull. Yeah, so People of the Sun campaign, using the Frogdog, using Ark Survivors. We're going to ditch Scouts. We're not going to use Scouts. I think overall, Scouts just make the game a little bit too easy, which is a real shame. But we are going to increase the difficulty level of the campaign by including the Black Knight. So the Black Knight is a Nemesis monster, and if you lose to a Nemesis monster, you actually just lose the People of the Sun campaign. So we're increasing our likelihood of failing the campaign. But we're okay with that. So I will do another Lantern Year Zero episode where I talk through the things that I'm including and show how to set it up on Scribe and do all that sort of stuff. But I will say that the Ark Survivors is definitely in, and that's going to be pretty fun. I'm also looking forward to not having to include lanterns in my gear grids. Every time I play fucking People of the Lantern, I get to this final few Lantern years, and I just fucking get so annoyed because I'm like, I could do so many cool things with my gear grid if I didn't have to include a fucking lantern. Anyway, that's just a thing. It's just a big Deno sook. You do have to fight level 3 hand in People of the Sun, which we are just going to replace with the level 3 Black Knight. And yeah, if we can get through that fight, which we barely got through this one, we will get to face off against a shitty Sunstalker that we can probably kick the ever-living shit out of. Lantern Year Zero for the People of the Sun, Big Deno next campaign using Frogdog and Black Knight coming up soon. We will include smog singers. I want to play some musical instruments. So haven't really played them much. And I've obviously got that character card Soloist, and I'll get to include my new event that I got in the Basara box. Yeah, great fun. Hope you enjoyed the campaign. Gold Smoke Knight defeated. I'll catch you all in the next Lantern Year. Big Deno out. I should read game over actually, because when you win the Gold Smoke Knight, you get game over. Game over. Lost settlements. I'm going to use ocular parasites in the next one too. Am I at rainy season? I might be pretty close to that. This is what happens when you win the campaign against the Gold Smoke Knight. You lose. How do you like them apples? Yeah, ocular parasites. We're going to give the Frogdog a +1 damage and a -1 movement token in our prologue showdown. So that'll be a lot of fun. Great. I wonder if there's any other game modes I might like to play. Let me have a look at the other variants. 7 Swordsman could be fun. Is it after the comic with Aya? It is. Game variants. Quick mode. Every survivor gains +1 permanent strength. Wow, that's pretty cool. Hero mode. Wow, hero mode would be absolutely way too easy. Death mode. All gear is irreplaceable. If a survivor dies, all their gear is archived. Survivors die when they have 3 bleeding tokens, and monsters gain a +1 damage token. Oh my god, could you imagine playing that? I wonder if I could win a campaign in death mode. losing your gear when they die. I don't lose a lot of survivors. That could be an interesting one. I definitely wouldn't do that in a People of the Sun. People of the Skull, we've done that. Seven Swordsmen, Twilight Knight in Training. Twilight Knight in Training is fun. All right. Thank you all for joining me on this campaign. I have a couple of videos I'm going to try and put together. One will be on comparing Kingdom Death and Aeon Trespass, which you requested in the comments, so I'll put together that. And then I also had another request for a video. What was it? Can't remember, but I've been planning on doing like a Kingdom Death strategy video. Not so much strategy of the wider game, but more strategy during showdowns, because I feel like there is some sort of basic tactical things that I do without even thinking that maybe other people don't think of as much. So anyway, that's it. Big Deno out.